What's going on? We are officially live. Doing this live streaming from my iPhone again. I just got a text right now from this girl I haven't talked to in ages. She said, "Hi, let's hang out." That is so freaking weird and random. At least have some kind of conversation first. Hi, how are you? Have you been? Don't just jump right into that. That's so weird. But anyways, I digress. I know it usually takes like a minute or so for people to see that I'm live, and I think this is pretty much the earliest I've ever done a live stream on here. Usually I do it later at night. There's a bunch more people on here though today already. Already jumping up some viewers. What's going on, everybody? How you doing? Having a beverage right here. It's a Wolf Pup Session IPA from Los Angeles, California. I do love my sessions. My favorite was Levitation Ale from Stone Brewery, which they no longer make. Teardrop right there. But that was my go-to session beer, and I used to drink in the shower all the time as well. 9 people in here. What's going on? How's everybody doing today? I just got done doing a phone interview with Jacqueline Lovell. She was an actress in some Full Moon titles like Head of the Family, and she also did Hideous. She was in Trophy Heads as well, but she was so fun. One of my favorite interviews I've ever done. She was just really open, honest, and hilarious too. And you know, in these movies, I think she's super talented. I think she should have been a huge star mainstream wise as well. Because in these movies, she was the eye candy. She was the hot chick, but she was also naturally funny, and she had great personality that showed through the film. So I don't know. I think she could have been a way bigger actress personally, but the interview was excellent. I'm going to post that probably this weekend. I'm going to edit together some images along with the audio. All right, checking out the comments now. Pranavan, what's going on? JJ Christensen, hey Jay, what's going on? Hope you're doing well. I just drinking a Carlsberg IPA. Nice. Watching the soccer game. Yeah, I just heard somebody posted on Facebook there was some soccer player, I don't know in what country, but apparently he hired somebody to like kill and torture his baby mama, and he spent like 7 years in jail, and he just got out and he got signed to a soccer club. Like, that seems crazy. People complain about Americans being violent, but you guys take it to a whole nother level with the soccer. Holy moly. I've heard stories about referees being beheaded and stuff. I can't get down with that. Like, occasionally there'll be some brawls at a football game or something like that, but never to that level. Do you upload it onto YouTube? The interview? I'm going to this weekend. Panoy Ride, what's going on? Who is this? I missed the beginning. Jacqueline Lovell, 13th Wolfman. I did a phone interview with her right before this. She was in Head of the Family, Trophy Heads, Hideous, some Full Moon stuff right there. And she also did some like softcore porn back in the day. But she was super nice. And like I said, I think she could have been a way bigger actress. She was hilarious, attractive, great personality. As far as in these films, you could see that shining through. So yeah, that was actually one of my favorite interviews. She was just so open, honest, and super funny. Definitely love it. Flicks and movies, Alex Leba. I just filmed after I did the phone interview, I filmed your life in movies tag, and I tagged you in that flicks and movies. So hopefully you will take part in that. I like doing these movie tags and collaborations and stuff like that to get the community together. So, tonight I'm actually going to ask you guys what movies I should watch again. I'm going to try to pick out 2 movies to knock out tonight. And Jeff Overing, what's going on? How are you? 13th Wolfman. Okay, I'm going to check that out. Love your interviews, one you did with John Jarrett from Wolf Creek. Thank you. That was a huge pleasure. I was so nervous doing the interview with John Jarrett from Wolf Creek, Mick. Because, at the time, that was like the biggest interview I had done. I had done a couple other ones with some lesser known actors, if you will, low budget stuff. And that was a huge thing. So that was just an amazing experience. And that's one of the things I've loved about making videos on here, talking to people, like-minded people about movies, getting new movie recommendations, but also the opportunities, like getting the chance to interview people like that. I think that's super cool. So just scrolling through the comments again. I'm about to watch Dr. Giggles. Oh man, I haven't watched that since I was a kid probably. Super cheesy fun. I love that movie though. Hey, I guess the Blu-ray Anarchy is getting some love. Yeah, absolutely. Actually, I mentioned Blu-ray Anarchy in the movies tag, my life in movies tag, and told people to subscribe. So hopefully people do subscribe because he deserves more subscriber love for sure. Full moon movies are cool. The Subspecies series, yeah, Subspecies I have that box set. Actually, I have it on DVD. I don't have it on Blu-ray. Albert, what's going on, Albert? Kenneth, what's going on? Good to see you as well. I should do more of these ones earlier, apparently, because usually when I get out, I don't always get out of work at the same time, but all the ones I think I've done for these live stream videos have been pretty much later at night. Cos Brothers, a few years ago I did an email interview with Lethal Weapons. Okay, that's cool. 80s Horror Fan 88, what's going on? Blu-ray Anarchy, you rock, my friend. Have you seen... it's so funny, Albert, that you said that, because I was going to ask you guys what movies I should watch tonight, and Men in Chicken is on that list. Real quick, I'm going to show you guys the movies I have picked out of the ones that I need to see. So pick 2, please. First up is Allied, which I haven't seen any of these. Actually, I take it back. I'll show you in a minute. Sing, which looks like Zootopia meets like American Idol. Cinema Paradiso I've seen and I remember loving, but I haven't seen it in like forever. And this is the new Arrow Academy Blu-ray release from Arrow Video over here in the US. So I'm excited for that. And Wishmaster, the collection, the 4-film set. I remember watching the first one forever ago when I was a kid, but it's been ages. All I remember, there's like a djinn and granting wishes and craziness. And then Men in Chicken, which, again, I've heard good things. I haven't heard a ton of stuff, but the things I have heard have been good, with Mads Mikkelsen right there. And then Collateral Beauty with Will Smith, Edward Norton, Keira Knightley, so stunning. Michael Pena, Naomi Harris, very talented. Kate Winslet, Helen Mirren. So, yeah, I mean, great cast in there for sure. I remember hearing negative things about Collateral Beauty, though. But those are the ones I have picked out. So let me know which ones you think I should watch tonight. I'm going to try to watch 2. That's the goal. I think I can easily accomplish that as of right now, as long as I don't get sidetracked. Lethal Weapons porn fame. Oh, I'm not familiar then. I don't know. I mentioned Jacqueline Lovell. She did some softcore porn back in the day. I guess like Ho Time, Skin and Max, stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know if I've talked about Arrival. I know I briefly talked about Arrival, but I actually have Arrival right here, in fact, which is going to be for an upcoming update video where I do more in-depth review stuff, where I did one recently where it's what I call reviews and recommendations Blu-ray collection update. But I did enjoy Arrival. I thought it was visually stunning, and it's basically a movie with aliens, but really more about human relations, and I think that's probably how it would play out, but without the happy ending, unfortunately. Just scrolling through the comments. I know you mostly talk about movies, but what's your favorite music to listen to? I have pretty eclectic taste musically. I've been listening to Tame Impala. I've been listening to a bunch of different stuff. I don't know. I like 90s hip-hop. I like classic rock, 80s, stuff like that. There's not a ton of newer music that I'm a big fan of. So I'm kind of ashamed to admit this, but I've been listening to this one song a lot lately, and it's Riff Raff. And I think it's called Time. That's what it is. And I never thought I would say I like a Riff Raff song, but the song Time by him is actually really good. The music video is crazy as heck, but I love the song. I do like a lot of Weeknd. I put that on like a special playlist, Magic Time playlist, if you will. But Men in Chicken is pretty much grotesque, but Cinema Paradiso is a masterpiece, and Wishmaster is very cool. The 2 I would pick are Allied and Cinema Paradiso. Thank you, 13th Wolfman. The Geek Keenan. What's going on, The Geek Keenan? I tagged you in a movie tag video that I'm going to upload soon, so watch out for that and take part in the My Life in Movies tag. How did you get Wishmaster? Wishmaster is actually a review copy. There's a bunch of people on here that work with studios and get review copies. Thankfully, I am grateful for the opportunity to be one of those people. I don't get everything like that, but Wishmaster is one of them. I really, there's a whole bunch of ones I wish I could get. I'm not on the level of like Cool Dude or What Movie One or anything like that. They get everything essentially. Let's see. Yeah, music-wise, I'm into a little bit of everything. I'm not really into country music. There's only like a couple country songs that I've heard that I've ever really enjoyed. So, just scrolling through the comments again. Can't stay long, but what's going on, man? Watch Allied and nothing bad can happen. See ya. See you later, Anthony. 4K Cinema HD, what's going on? Metal, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not big into metal, heavy metal at all. Heavy metal and country are probably my least favorites. Actually, though, heavy metal is like the most popular music worldwide. If you really want to go way back, you could try the Blu-ray release from The Creature of the Black Lagoon. Always classic. Yeah, I like The Weeknd. Talk movies with us. What's going on? And again, some of my favorite people to watch on here. I did a tag video, my life in movies tag, and I tagged you guys. I basically put the tag out to everybody, but then I mentioned some specific people. So I like getting the community involved. I do some collaboration videos every year as well. So hopefully you guys will still be making videos. Come especially around Halloween. I do the Halloween collaboration video every year. Welgo USA is putting out Wishmaster. I didn't hear anything about Welgo USA. This is Lionsgate doing a Vestron video collector series for Wishmaster. You should make a Scream Factory collection video. I should. I don't have a ton. I know a lot of people have like every release. I don't have every release. 4K Cinema HD. Just picked up the soundtrack for Revenge of the Ninja on CDs and it's signed. Awesome. You're getting all kinds of tons of awesome goodies lately. 4K Cinema HD. I'm loving it. Ever hear of Buckethead? I believe I have heard of it. It's not the guy who wears like a KFC bucket on his head, if that's who I'm thinking of. Scream Factory collection. Yeah, I wish I had more Scream Factory collections. I mean, I have some Scream Factory releases, but there's a lot more that I want for sure. Hello from Italy. What's going on? FP9263. Hello from the US. I have Sicilian roots. Part of my family is from Sicily. I already tagged Talk Movies with Us, but they have yet to do it yet. Blu-ray Corner. Well, they're gonna get double tagged. Yeah. So again, those are the movies I have picked out so far. It looks like Allied and Wishmaster were the leads for what to watch tonight. Yeah, I haven't. Again, I'm not too big into heavy metal. Not too big into country music. Those are my least favorite genres, especially like death metal and screamo and stuff like that. When they're screaming, I can't get into that at all. It's not for me. But again, besides that, I have pretty eclectic tastes, pretty open. Come at the King. Gotta love The Wire for sure. Double tagged, double team, double tagged, whatever. Yeah. I teach guitar. That's pretty cool. If you're ever in New Jersey, teach me some guitar for sure. I've always wanted to learn guitar and piano. Did you watch the Spider-Man and X-Men cartoons from the 90s? Absolutely. I love them. Dazed and Confused is a classic for sure. Richard Linklater. My favorite is Slacker from him. I think that's one, if you're ever going to get into filmmaking, you should watch Slacker for sure. Thought of the Power Rangers movie. I was never a fan of Power Rangers when they were on TV. The movie does look decent, though. It looks a lot more darker and stylistic. But 4K Cinema HD says, what's your take on Freddy Got Fingered? Oh, man. I watched that in the movie theater, and it was crazy. And I remember watching that in the fraternity house when it was on DVD. And a bunch of us were watching and drinking. And one guy got so upset, he turned off the TV. He's like, how could he make that lie up about his father? And we're like, did something happen to you? Do we need to talk about this? Are you okay? But yeah, that's what I always think about when Freddy Got Fingered is brought up. It's such a cheesy, crazy, ridiculous movie. Tom Green is nuts. I got to see him live do his stand-up, which is just basically what you think it would be. Just him being him, screaming, yelling, making noises. But he was cool afterwards. I got a picture with him. Got him to sign my road trip DVD. Poughkeepsie. Oh, that's not far at all. I used to live right by Poughkeepsie. I used to work in the Woodbury Commons outlets, but I know it's not, it's similar area over there. But I remember the Galleria. Was the Galleria the one that had the laser tag? I'm not sure. There was one of those ones. I used to get a Crystal Run and then Poughkeepsie Galleria. The mall's confused. JJ Christensen says, I got a region-free Blu-ray player. There's a ton of Region A releases that are amazing. See, I don't know what ones are region locked, though. Again, I would say a lot of the Criterion Collection releases that aren't released over in the UK would be ones worth checking out. And I don't know what other specific ones are region locked. But yeah, I definitely need to get a region-free player again myself. I used to have one, but I don't anymore. It broke a while ago during a move. Talk movies with us. Are you interested in checking out the Belko experiment? I am, although to me it just looks like Battle Royale meets The Office. I feel like I've seen a bunch of movies like that before, so hopefully it does something to kind of stand out a little bit more. But yeah, it does look entertaining. If you guys see it, let me know what you think of it. I'm sure you'll post about it. 13th Wolfman, yeah, the Phantasm box set, yeah. I'm actually a little bit disappointed with the Well-Go USA Phantasm box because the UK is getting the Sphere treatment. I wish we were getting that. Although the UK release actually isn't as good as the old DVD release. The DVD release was practical. You open up the Sphere and the DVDs were inside. And it looks like so far the Blu-ray release from Arrow Video for the Phantasm collection, the Sphere looks smaller and it doesn't look like the discs are housed in the Sphere, which I don't really like, but at least they got a Sphere. We just got a box. But yeah, I was never into Power Rangers, so the movie doesn't interest me. I'm not going to watch it. But I will say it does look better than the TV show that I remember being forced to watch because some of my friends were into it. The June titles, I got the press release for it for the June titles for Criterion. I can't remember what they were off the top of my head right now for Criterion. Everybody Wants Some was meh. Yeah, actually, I didn't love Everybody Wants Some. It just felt like a continuation of Dazed and Confused. It made me want more. Everybody Wants Some I thought was good, but not great. It felt like it could have been a TV series. I would have loved to have seen that concept. And coming of age movies, absolutely. Persona is absolutely a fantastic release. Gotta love Bergman. See you later, Kenneth. What's going on, Big Al? How have you been, man? I haven't talked to you in a long time. Hope everything's going well with you. And I'm going to have another beverage because my throat is getting dry. I did a lot of talking today already. I did that interview went on a lot longer than expected. I want to say the interview was like 38 minutes or something like that. One of the longer interviews I've done. But it was just awesome to do. It was a great experience. Thoughts on the new two layout, black theme, etc.? I didn't know there was a new layout. I guess I use my phone a lot. The only time I really ever use my computer's a POS. It's terrible. I need to get a new computer. But I rarely use the computer that much. It's all cell phone usage. So I didn't notice the new layout. Flicks and movies, I agree about Everybody Wants Some. I'm a massive Linklater fan. Yeah, I liked it, but I wanted more from it personally. One of the first videos I ever watched on YouTube was how to make a sphere from Phantasm using silver Christmas. It's so funny because I think it was Mondo just did a Christmas ornament for the Phantasm sphere, and I love Mondo. They do some great stuff, but some of their stuff is just way overpriced. Like they have the tiki mugs for Gremlins and Aliens, and I think it was like $35 for like a little tiki mug. I'm like, oh, come on, that could be like $15. But yeah, Cos Brothers, I was hoping to write a script about Shannon Wisely interviewed Ricky Pauly Shore. Oh wow, that'd be interesting for sure. I think Wet Movie 1 just posted about meeting Pauly Shore. Side note. June titles. Oh yeah, The Lodger, early Hitchcock, right? And then I think it has another movie on there too on that release. Straw Dogs is one too that I'm excited for that release. Just forcing Jay to give you another mention. Yeah, I did. The Blue Corner and Blu-ray Anarchy. Awesome. You guys both rock. Mad Max Trilogy vinyl set. Holy moly. You're on top of all the vinyl, man, for sure. Did you do a vinyl collection video yet? 4K Cinema HD? Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Yeah, it's another thing cool too. Flickin' Movies are on here. Alex, it's great to see him. People like Cinecreep, younger people on here who are getting into movies. If YouTube was around when I was younger, I would have probably been exposed to way more movies that I didn't know about until years later. That's one of the things I love about YouTube. I found so many movies that I never knew about, and it's just been an awesome experience on here. AJ Madonna says going back to music. If you're interested, check out the band Graveyard. Interesting. Yeah, I don't like heavy, so it's good that the music isn't as heavy as the name. Yeah, the Before trilogy, awesome for sure. Did you catch my video of the Hacksaw Ridge custom? No, I haven't. I need to. My apologies on that. I'll get that to you. Two-Lane Blacktop, I have it on DVD actually. Somewhere I have it on DVD. Pretty sure, unless I hope I didn't lose it. Holy moly, now you're making me second guess. I thought it was like right over here. I used to have it. I know that. Now I'm gonna have to, when this video is over, I'm gonna have to search for it because I did lose some movies during a couple moves. So unfortunately, that might be one of them now. Now I'm worried. but I had Two-Lane Blacktop on DVD. I actually just got a record player from the Poughkeepsie Galleria. Awesome. Yeah, that brings back so many memories when I was a kid, going to the Galleria. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I lived in I lived in Orange County for a while. Proposed Fly remake. Again, another Fly remake. I mean, they remade it with David Cronenberg, which is an amazing remake. I just heard they're remaking Flatliners, which Kiefer Sutherland, I guess, has a cameo role in there from what I've heard. But that movie, I love that movie. It doesn't need a remake. They're just remaking everything these days, it seems like. The Survival Kit. Somebody asked me if I own the Sleepaway Camp Medi Kit. I always thought it was called the Survival Kit. Yes, and there it is right there. Signed up, the Red Cross edition that was recalled. One of my favorite editions in my collection. You guys can see that on there. So yes, I do own that one. Hold on, just scrolling through the comments again. Yeah, new remake of The Fly. Oh man, I don't know. I think the Cronenberg one was phenomenal. I don't think it really needs to be touched again. No need to make remakes of remakes of remakes. Although there's been some decent remakes of remakes out there. Is it next to? Am I going blind? Somebody said it was next to Vampire. It is. Thank you so much. Who said that? Rob Brothers. Thank you for seeing that right there. There it is. You had me worried. There's the cover right there. Thank you for pointing that out. I didn't see it initially, and I was going crazy. I was like, I know I have it, or I had it, but I had lost some movies in the past. So thank you for pointing that out to me. I do appreciate that, Rob Brothers. You rock. Matrix remake. I know it's a reboot, right? The Matrix one. Yeah, I think again there's so many ones that's too soon too. I don't think it needs to be remade. So Scarface was being remade. Exactly, you said it too. Scarface was already remade. I mean, Maltese Falcon was a remake. I mean, House of Wax with Vincent Price was a remake. And then the one with Paris Hilton, which I thought was cheesy fun. The House of Wax with Vincent Price was amazing, though. Yeah, the Matrix one, I guess I heard it was a reboot, right? Essentially. But yeah, the Matrix doesn't need to be touched. Yeah, the Fear Itself TV show, that was such an underrated show. It deserved more than it got. Was it only one season, I think? Which was such a shame. It deserved way more attention. Yeah, too many remakes for sure. 20 years old, The Matrix? I didn't realize it's been that long. Holy moly, time flies. Yeah, the Persona Blu-ray Criterion is amazing. So that's definitely probably one of the better Criterion releases out there, and well, for films too. Gotta love Bergman. The Thing remake. The Thing remake wasn't terrible, and they call it a sequel, but it's really more of a prequel rather. It's more really kind of like a pre-make because it's basically like a remake with a prequel ending tacked on. But to me, that movie just made me want to watch John Carpenter's The Thing. The characters just weren't as interesting to me. John Carpenter's The Thing is just a masterpiece. So watching that one just made me want to see that one. Aston Martin, 57 Chevy. Godzilla. I'm just naming some dream cars. Godzilla anime from Japan comes out next year on Netflix. That's awesome. Definitely get the Criterions. Yeah, absolutely. I love this. Rady Panav, Matrix still not legal to drink. No reboot. I agree with that. You got to be 21 at least. 21 years got to pass by. Oh yeah, no, I heard the Blade Runner. That looks, so far they've released a couple shots from that, and I'm definitely excited for that for sure. And Denis Villeneuve is very stylistic, so I have not seen Kong Skull Island yet, but I really want to. That's one of the ones one of the ones this year I was most excited to see. So I plan on watching that soon. I did watch Logan recently though, which I'm gonna do a review for that one. Logan blew me away. I loved it. What other films am I looking for this year? There's one I think it's called Offensive, which is I think it's a UK film about like a home invasion movie with like elderly people. That one looked pretty awesome. I don't know too much about it. I haven't heard people talk about it. Guardians of the Galaxy 2, I guess, is another one. Alien Covenant. Deadpool 2, which I guess is next year. And then Death House 2, which is a horror movie, which they're calling like Expendables version of horror, except no Robert Englund, which is disappointing. Any thoughts on the latest flick, Elle? I haven't. The Elle is like one of the movies that I wanted to see so much that I haven't seen yet. What are my movies that I have for sale? I'm going to do a for sale video coming up soon because I do have a bunch of movies that I have for sale. I actually ended up selling a ton of DVDs, 45 pounds worth, in fact. I went to the post office and holy moly. And the shipping, I should have asked for more for the shipping because I did not, I basically gave some of those away. Quarry. Yeah, I love Quarry. Quarry is an amazing TV show. If you haven't checked it out, I've talked about it before. Quarry is definitely one that I would highly recommend. And I don't know, they just did one season so far, and they need to do a second season for sure. I hope they pick it up. It's one of those TV shows, I think it was on Cinemax, and HBO released it on Blu-ray, and I haven't heard anybody else talk about it besides Talk Movies With Us. Those are the only other people I've heard mention it, so... But yeah, Quarry, I would highly recommend the heck out of it. It's set in Memphis right after Vietnam War. An incredible TV show. Just scrolling through the comments. Strangers on a Train remake. Well, that's kind of been done a little bit already. Throw Mama from the Train, kind of more comedic. But there's been other stuff kind of like it. I'm just going to show you guys. Tell me which movies I should watch tonight. Which two? Allied, Sing, Cinema Paradiso, Collateral Beauty, The First Wishmaster, or Men in Chicken. Those are the ones to choose from for tonight. Let me know, because I think my phone battery is getting low. It just got dim a little bit, so I'm not going to stay on here too much longer. Death House is going to be great. Tony Todd, Sean... Yeah, no, the cast is amazing, but no Robert Englund? How could you have all those horror legends in Death House and not have Robert Englund? It's crazy to me. Predestination I've seen. I love Predestination, one of the better time travel movies of recent years for sure, with Ethan Hawke. And I love Sarah Snook, I believe, was the actress, the redheaded Australian actress. She's great too. Mr. Nobody I haven't seen, but I've heard interesting things about it, so I want to see it. The Quarry, they're not quite wrapped up. No, they're not wrapped up, unfortunately, at the end of the season, so I definitely hope they make more. Okay, go scrolling through. A lot of Cinema Paradiso, Allied, Wishmaster, Wishmaster. So it looks like so far Wishmastered and maybe Allied so far. So that looks like to be Cinema Paradiso is getting a lot of love too. So yeah, I'm gonna get ready to get off here right now. I might do a video later tonight, another live stream after I get done watching a movie or two movies, depending on how late it is. So if you guys are around later tonight, look forward to that because I might pop on here again because I love doing these live streams. They're fun. I like the instant interaction, and it's easily accessible now with my iPhone. So I hope you guys have a great night, and once this video stops going live and posts to YouTube, let me know where you're watching tonight as well, and if you have any movie recommendations for me to check out. Hope everybody's doing well. Take care.